We're talking about marriage. Countdown to 30 years. Yes, if you have not watched the last video, just go down here. I have the link for you and please watch it so you can catch up with the rest of us. Hi, this is your girl, Coach Corey. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the place we inspire, we motivate, and impact. Let's continue where we left off. And today I'm going to be telling you the next thing, what happened. So we got back home after college, and so we really started down at the bottom, and we moved in together. Our parents were in the know. We were what they call "can we stay" or shacking up. And for me as a woman, a young woman, looking back at that decision, I don't know that for me, and this is my opinion, I would not recommend going about it that way. And the reason I say that is I felt like I lost some bargaining power. There's this saying, if you can get the milk for free, why buy the cow? If you know, you know. This relationship had gone on for 5 years, and I'm not seeing a ring. I was not seeing anything. So I was getting a bit anxious, and because the milk is free, there was no need to buy the cow. And I started to realize that maybe I had not made a very smart move. I was still young. One day my hubby, he just comes home one evening and he says, by the way, tell your parents that we are coming. Oh, okay. So I should tell my parents that you guys are coming. Where I'm from, usually when a girl wanted to get married, the groom's family would need to go to the girl's family, and there's some negotiation that goes on, there's some ceremonies that take place, that kind of thing. So that's really what my hubby was talking about, my then boyfriend was talking about. Just for the record, that was the engagement, yes. And I didn't expect, oh my God, I didn't expect any different, because back then nobody got like all going down on one knee kind of thing, and we had a restaurant and then everybody cries and please, no, there was nothing like that. It was very simple. Tell your parents we are coming. Yeah, that's how it went. So I was not even asked, do you want to get married? It was assumed, it was implied. In any case, we're living together. What was I expecting? Yeah, that's what I got. You see, I'm the one who set that stage. Nobody pushed me into living with this man. I made that decision. I made that choice. And so there was some assumptions that came with that decision. And so I'm sharing this to say that anything you accept at the beginning of your relationship, or really anything that you accept, is really going to be the norm throughout. So when you do things like that from the beginning, guess what you do? I don't know about you, but in my case, I started to silence my voice without knowing, because I was accepting decisions being made for me, because I had already accepted to move in. So there was an implication, and even society was expecting, our parents were expecting. I mean, why would you move in with a guy who you're not expecting to get married to? Duh. Well, that's what I got. So anyways, let's move on. So we do the whole traditional thing. That went quite well. It's time to get married. It's time to do the white wedding, or we call the church wedding. And we're on a serious budget. Do you know what our parents did? They went and they made photocopies of our wedding invitations. Yes, they made photocopies. They were supposed to get married in a little chapel. For those of you who know Nairobi, it was supposed to be St. Andrew's Chapel, not church. The church is big. There's a little chapel on the side, and the reception was to be held right there at the hall, where the current big hall is. There used to be a little hall. There was no for hiring, tables, tents. There was none of that. We didn't have none of that. I decorated my own wedding with crepe paper. Yes, you know the one you fold in kindergarten, like that. That was what our wedding looked like. So wedding day comes, and what happens? I was supposed to be picked up in a Mercedes C200, and yes, that was what was supposed to carry me. And it came and picked me up. Somewhere on the way, this thing decided to overheat. Talk of wedding day drama. So what ended up happening is I told myself, I'm not going to get upset. It's my wedding day. It's only a car. As long as I get to the church, I'm good. And this was supposed to be at 3 in the afternoon. Well, it's already 2:30. We're on the side of the road. And you know how you go with a procession? So we just jumped into the car that was behind. And it was a 504. Now, nothing against 504. It was a Peugeot. Nothing against it. But it was not a Mercedes. The only thing they had in common, they were both European cars. But I'm still grateful. Super grateful. At least there was another car to take us to church. So we get to church. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready for my groom. Let's do this. What? I meet, the church is overflowing. People are all over. I'm like, what happened? At this point, I had no idea that both sides of the family, my side of the family and my husband's side of the family, has photocopied our wedding invitation. They were not about to argue with us. They were going to invite everybody. That's the African way. At least back then. Back then we didn't have card-only weddings and all that kind of thing. We were, maybe we were ahead of our time. And later on, I came to appreciate it because family is important. It is important. We just felt we wanted something small and intimate. But our parents, this was a proud moment. Today I'm a parent of adult children. So I now can understand this was a proud moment for our parents. They have attended a lot of their friends' weddings and they want to invite their friends and the whole village wants to come. And so I saw pickups come, matatus, this minibus, taxis, everything came. And so we ended up clearly with over 300 people. Way over. Our wedding started on a Friday, it ended on Sunday. Party after party after party. That's just how we did it. It wasn't planned that way. That's how it ended up. What am I saying? We had a very simple wedding. And so don't make your wedding day complicated if you don't need to. And don't worry about what will go wrong, who will come, who will not come. So if people want to celebrate with you, you know what? It's all right. It's never that serious. Especially from our culture, because those are the same people you're going to call on when you have a death or a funeral. Africans, if you're watching this, you know how we do it. We send a message to everybody and we want a little contribution. What is the lesson? 2 things I want to leave you with. 1, be very careful about the decisions you make because you are the sum total of all your decisions. I made a decision to move in with this man before I got a ring. And I have paid a price. I will share with you later. Because I did not have the correct foundation to start the marriage. Number 2, why did I do that? I had baggage I was dealing with and I didn't even know it. We'll talk about baggage next time. because baggage can cause you to make decisions that appear to be okay but are not okay. So, number 3, if you're planning a wedding, enjoy the process. I have found that most people who make it through to be friends at the end of the wedding will be friends for a lifetime. That is the one place I find the greatest conflict. Just take it easy. Life has a lot more issues ahead. 30 years down the road, I cannot finish sharing the challenges, the highs and the lows. But if you stick with me and you are planning to get married, or you're already in a marriage and you started like me, I will help you and share with you what has worked in my case. Not two marriages are the same, but you might learn a thing or two that will help you. And so please, if you like my content, do not forget to share, to like, and to subscribe. I'll see you next time. And remember, you are an answer to somebody's prayer. What that means is you have a gift in you that only you have, that the rest of the world is waiting for. And so please do not delay. Stir up that gift that is in you and let us see it. There is only one you, and we need to experience the best version of you. Until next time, see you later.